All right, it's March 31st, and yes, you're hearing some background music. I did peruse the royalty-free, license-free thing on YouTube, and we're going to try some music behind it, and then maybe we can branch into some vocals if we can make sure we won't get all dinged in stupid YouTube stuff. Not that I'm making revenue, but just in case. But also, this is being recorded ahead of time. Yes, how about that? That's crazy, right? Because I'm going to go on a flight. I'm going to go on a plane. Yes, you're going to do the... Yes, do you have orange juice? You do. Oh, cool. Let's do that. And then, then you get those like snacks instead of the peanuts anymore. But still, they work, right? But I'm going to Denver. We're gonna go celebrate a friend's birthday, one that I do the regular Pulling Bridge to. This man here, Wayne. And yes, it's the gift that just keeps on giving, right? We just use this horrible confetti gift once again because happy birthday, Wayne. We've talked about, I know we're going to have some difficulties with this stupid fatigue, but maybe I'll get lucky, right? But I'm being super accommodating. Super accommodating, and I appreciate it. So I'm going to not have to drive or tired drive anywhere, and so, yeah, it's cool. But it does remind me I got to take care of a couple things, got to make sure, the perishables there, they're gone, because otherwise you get gnats, and you get some weird smells, and, that's one of the things you got to do before you go, because, you don't want to deal with that when you get back, right? Though it does mean you leave, like, an empty fridge, and then you're like, fuck, what I got? And you got a grocery shop. But also, it means I got to remember to take out the trash, that one there. But yeah, because otherwise it's going to also just be, like, giving off an odor that you come back to, and you're like, ugh. So things I got to remember to take care of, and hopefully I did by the time you're watching this. But since you are watching this and you're looking for, maybe some suggestions of shows in the Phoenix area, looking forward to for the next week, and I got some cool stuff for you. So let's safely go. Yes, welcome to another episode of Every Show Joe Says Safely Go, where I always recommend masking up because a room full of masks will lower the spread of stuff like the flu and COVID and help you avoid the bullshit I've been going through with long COVID and chronic fatigue and the brain fog. I just want to have a clear head one of these days. It will be amazing just to be normal again. So anything you can deter getting that or the chance of that definitely helps. And it also makes the space more inclusive, helps those of your friends that also like to watch live music, compromised friends, and also helps the touring bands because then their risk drops, so then they don't have to, postpone or potentially cancel after they have to put up people in hotels and that they might not be able to afford, motels, right? There you go. So yeah, it helps out there. And so I always like to encourage, please wear a mask if you're going to go out. Also, thank you, Tony from Dumpster Hump, for at least the band used to be Dumpster Hump, for the theme you hear at the top every week. And yeah, of course, please be sure to like this wherever you're watching it. And if you're watching on YouTube, please be sure to subscribe because speaking of one day protecting ad revenue, once those numbers reach a certain point, I can actually make some, quarters of pennies or whatever off of that stuff. So it helps me out there. Plus, you get notifications when these go live or any other content I put there goes live. So it helps out there too. But yeah, also, speaking of, I don't make, any ad revenue. So I like to throw out patreon.com/everyshowjoe. Help me out there. Even $1 a month helps me out with gas money. $5 it's like buying me a beer a month, that kind of stuff. Helps me out with, the equipment that I use. And when I am able to get out, for the tickets and all that kind of stuff. Helps me out in many ways. So I appreciate anyone that can support patreon.com/everyshowjoe. And the other thing it supports is helping with hosting costs, because I got a website, everyshowjoe.com. If you haven't visited, now you know. And if you have visited, well then cool, thank you. But you can also check out the latest stuff because I did manage to get out for a little bit and catch Apes of the State with Dana Scully and the Tiger Sharks and A Better Problem. And there's pictures up on the website with a cool little wrap up on there. Plus, go check out all the other stuff I've taken pictures of and posted and shared. That kind of stuff. Really cool. Everyshowjoe.com. And one other little plug in that menu bar, there's a store link. You can pick up an Every Show Joe shirt, wear it around, help, show people things and be like, yep, go to that website. Got it? Cool. And then, that probably doesn't have that plays out, but, just showing in it. Regardless. There you go. Got an itch. Other things I like to push every week is fuck racism, fuck homophobia, fuck transphobia, fuck sexism, fuck any bullshit of just dehumanizing people, trying to take away just basic human rights that we're all entitled to. And it's just horrible that there is still a culture of that still going on. And we've even seen it this past week, which my heart goes out to yet again. Fucking another fucking shooting. So yeah, like to throw out stuff to support. Let's bring some positivity. Let's be proactive. Let's get involved, and let's try to combat it. Let's try to hopefully convince some people to maybe shed some of those ways if it's possible. So be proactive, like throughout stuff like Black Lives Matter. It's an organization, not just an awesome phrase. BLMPHXmetro.org is the website I throw out every week on the one here in Phoenix. Poder in Action, poderinAction.org, another really good one, tackling similar issues here in Phoenix. Get involved. StopAAPIHate.org. It's a national organization for Asian American Pacific Islanders, helping fight against that specific hate that people are doing and has risen, and unfortunately, in recent years. Also, FirstNations.org to help our Indigenous or Native Americans, all that stuff. And yeah, also throwing out there the National Center for Transgender Equality, especially this week as people are trying to scapegoat it for their fucking hate and apparently their horrible views about doing nothing to help save children from gun deaths, as has become more prominent than even car accidents. Yeah, that sucks. So fuck anyone that wants to fucking blame a trans person for that, when the majority have been a lot of mentally ill white dudes. So yeah. It's all fucking bullshit. Regardless, transequality.org is the organization I throw out every week that you go support. They're helping for trying to get and protect our favorite trans friends and community, and should just have basic health rights and stuff at workplace and states, all that stuff. So they're working hard to try and help with that, so throw that out there. And then speaking of ones that work hard within our music scenes, we got the SideDogProject.org, of course, helping with our homeless. They're helping with against self-harm, that kind of stuff. They're awesome. There's a Phoenix section even, and they work with the punk scene, which is really cool. Also, speaking of punk scenes and working with them, Punk Rock Saves Lives, national organization there. So you've probably seen them at various things. I keep bringing up the Flag Molly Anti-Flag tour because they were on that one there. But really cool stuff they do. punkrocksaveslives.org, you can go check them out. Arizona being Arizona, and I guess that's a loaded statement, isn't it? There's a lot of issues with Arizona politics, but one of them is we now have a territorial law in effect about reproductive rights, and that is fucking bullshit. That's freaking archaic. And so I like to throw out the Abortion Fund of Arizona, abortionfundofaz.org. You go support there. Not only is it let you have choice on what you want to do with your body autonomy, but it also is a great information source for all that kind of stuff. So it should be out there for anyone who has questions about that. So yeah, abortionfundofaz.org, and then projecthope.org, because there's still the ongoing stuff in Ukraine. They're helping in Puerto Rico with hurricane damage. That is, the U.S. has definitely dropped the ball on trying to help, and so they're there, projecthope.org. So some good ways to get involved, do some positivity in the world, even take donations, all these organizations if you don't have the time. But, just throwing out suggestions, and go find some others if you think something else is more suited to you. Just let's bring some more positive and be proactive and try to, take on some of the most hateful people and see if anything we can change their view, if not just make the world a better place, right? Of course, speaking of making the world a better place for our favorite musicians, there is the question of how do you support your favorite musicians, your favorite bands, and the best, simplest, most direct way is buy the merch, buy the shirts, buy the CDs, go on their Bandcamp. In a week, it's Bandcamp Friday. Doesn't even have to be a physical CD, but you can pick up a vinyl or a CD or whatever. They even kiss singles. I like that word, so I'm just going to say it. Get a scarf, because apparently there's still blizzards in places. I'm going to probably freeze my ass off in Denver, because apparently they had snow like a couple days ago, and they're going to have snow again in the forecast. Oh my god, what am I doing? Good thing I'm laying down a lot with this stupid fatigue. Just huddle up with a blanket, right? But yeah, anyways, tangent. go support your favorite bands and just go buy their merch. That's the direct, simplest way. Of course, NIVA, National Independent Venue Association, NIVASSOC.org. They're there helping lobby for the interests of your favorite independent venues because they didn't have any representation in 2020 when they needed it most. And speaking of that, they also have a fund you can donate to. Has an emergency fund that will help out with some of the venues that might need it, plus helps cover some of the lobbying for them. So NIVA, National Independent Venue Association, another good resource. And of course, you can always just, go to a show, go check out your favorite bands, go check out your favorite venues, support them even more directly, and buy their merch. Plug. But yeah, some awesome stuff. And yes, let's start tonight, Friday the 31st. All times are Arizona times, which are Mountain Standard times, which means we don't do daylight savings time, which means it's confusing. We're the same Pacific, so hopefully I did all the math right on these streams that do pop up on the list regardless. Hopefully the times are right on the shows too. Right? These should be right. We've got first off, let's start out at the top. We got Snail Mate with Turquoise, Fat Gray Cat, and Spicy Mayo at the Lost Leaf, 8 p.m. How fucking awesome is that? Right? We're done. No, there's more. There's more awesome stuff. There's Odith, the final concert with Take It From the Tad, Marcy Lovin at the Trunk Space, where they do please ask you mask when you're inside there. 7 p.m. for that. We've got one here, Jillian Bissett and Trace Palomos and Sun Punchers at the Valley Bar, 7 p.m. This one I added because I kind of maybe missed it last week, so now it's on this list. But it's awesome. Go check that out. Got Katie May playing with the Bandit Queen of Sorrows at Desert Valley House Concerts in, I believe it's a venue in AJ. 7 p.m. You go check that out. Deadbeat Cousins with Banana Gun at Elastic Lives, 9 p.m. We've got also day one of Tempe Festival of the Arts. This one also another one news that have popped up since last week with Gabe Gonzalez, Shane Zen, and more over on Mill Avenue in Tempe. 10 a.m. start. So if you got Friday off, get down there. If you don't, well, get down there when you can, or on your lunch break or whatever. It's interesting it starts on a Friday, right? Regardless, moving on. Speaking of snow, there's some shows up in Flagstaff, and one of them is Warsaw Poland Brothers playing a Funky Bones at the Hotel Monte Vista up in Flagstaff, 9 p.m. I believe, probably, maybe. Plus, yeah, if you're staying home looking for something awesome, always recommend Scott Klopfstein of the Littlest Man Band, once a real big fish, and just write some awesome solo stuff, and just generally great guy. Go check that out, twitch.tv/Scott Klopfstein. Hang out with them 9 p.m. with an awesome community that G. Scott and his have put together, and it's just a lot of great people. Takes requests and all, so originals and some covers. Fun, right? Moving on, speaking of fun, on a Saturday, we've got Sick in the Head, Skeleton Army, Hillbilly Devilspeak, who's just fucking, they're back, aren't they? That's awesome. And A Better Problem, all some fucking amazing people playing at Ground Zero, 6 p.m. We got the Emo Prom. I see you out there, Shane. We got Ann Arbor, we got Diva Bleach, and we got Sad and Bougie. There we go. At Revel Lounge, 9 p.m. There's also the Bellwethers with Jaffe's Descent, Rio Grande at Chopper John's, 8 p.m.-ish, 9 p.m. There's no time, but I got it on this calendar, so making sure to mention it. We've got Carcass with Municipal Waste, Sacred Reich, and Creeping Saturday at the Nile, which I know a few of you guys are going to be out there. Municipal Waste alone is that is an experience if you haven't seen Municipal Waste. So, gotta put that out there. That's there at the Nile, 6 p.m. We also got the Tempe Festival of the Arts Day 2 with Corey Rios of Hourglass Cats, Shucks Famicom, and more at Mill Avenue, 10 a.m. Famicom. There we go. 10 a.m. though, again, Mill Avenue. Go check that out. Saturday, a lot easier to get out there early, right? So you go check out all the festivities and art and everything going on down there. We also got Dubbist with Joey Harcum and Gabo Fayuka at the Last Exit Live, 8:30 p.m. And then one that it's just going to be fun to say, Thumpasaurus, right? That's good stuff. And it's with DJ Robbie, Robbie of Playboy Man Baby, over at Valley Bar, 7 p.m. Another really cool one at the Tempe After Dark house show and comedy with the band's Fair Lady, which is a band I need to go catch. Well, I need to catch a lot. We need to get better, and then I can go catch them, right? Sick, Suburban Now, Dead Bug, and Steen at Art House 1312, starting at 7 p.m., so you can go check that. We also got My Upside Down with Crowd People. That makes me think of South Park, right? Crowd People. Anyways, I can get copyright claim for that, right? Sing the song. The Memo and Logan and Kyle at the Trunk Space. And yes, the Trunk Space does ask you mask inside, 7:30 p.m. I got tripped up on my own laughter there. Also, speaking of awesome, and you're looking for another reason to go up to Flagstaff, Fat Gray Cat with JJCNV, the James Brown Band at the Hotel Monte V, up Flagstaff 9 p.m. And yeah, Wake Up with Kepi Gooley every Saturday, one of the other nicest people you can get streaming regularly on their Facebook, 9 a.m. and usually throughout the week, so just give Kepi a follow. Sunday, a little lighter, but there still is the Tempe Festival of the Arts, number 3, day 3. There you go. Roman Buffalo and the Loyal Order on this one. You got Tatiana Crespo, got Haley Green Band, or Duo, Carol Pacey and Honey Shakers, and more over on Mill Avenue, 10 a.m. Start for that. Check out awesome art, awesome music, perfect drink. And yes, if you're staying at home, Bite Me Bambi Syl's got you covered on Sundays. Twitch.tv/Bite Me Bambi, 2 p.m. Tune in for that. Then Monday, we got Lucero back in town with the Shackletons at the Crescent Bar, 8 p.m. And Tuesday, so I only got one for you. Tuesday, we got Suitableness with an Awfulness, the Turn Zero, and the Spacers, a pub rock, live, 7 p.m. We got Bite Me Bambi doing their music stream. This is their morning one at 8 a.m. over on their Twitch. Scott Klostein got the 9 p.m. spot for you. So if you're looking for music, you got music, and they take requests. And you can ice Bite Me Bambi in. That's even more fun, right? Especially in the morning. Wednesday, we got Bryce Vine. This is one, he is awesome. I caught him at M3F last year, and out of nowhere, I just kind of casually watching going, this is fucking good. So definitely throwing it at the top of this. Let's go check out Bryce Vine with Black Party at the Van Buren, 8 p.m. But not your only option Wednesday. We've got the Haunted Honky Tonk with Some Days Are Darker and Afterbirth Cartoons and Rusty the Clown at Yucca Tap Room, 8 p.m. We also got Spilt, which I know I should be Spilt. It's still a shtick, right? With Ultraviolet Communication, Death Pop, and Tracers at Rebel Lounge, 7:30 p.m. And it's just fun saying this. G-Love and Special Sauce is in town with Nat Myers at the Crescent Ballroom, 8 p.m. Plus, you got the morning Scott Klostein, 9 a.m. And you got Bite Me Bambi in the evening at 5:30 p.m. Thursday rolling around, and Goth Night with Tarot Blood. Monty Oblivion's back, which, fucking awesome. Rare Creature, Glacier Wave, and Violator over at the Rhythm Room, 8 p.m. We got Tash Farrant with Record Ian's, which if you haven't seen Record does some amazing drums. Over at Last Second Live, 8:30 p.m. Also, looking for a good reason to go up to Flagstaff one more time. Actually, I haven't looked at if I have anything else on Friday, but at least for a third more time. We got Franks and Deans, some of my favorite people from Vegas, playing up at the Yucca North up in Flagstaff, 8 p.m. And if you're staying home, the usual Thursday treat at 7 p.m. The Wayback Sessions with the Upper Strata over on their YouTube channel, youtube.com/the Wayback Sessions. You can chat and in the morning, Scott Klostein still at 9 a.m. on Thursdays, so you can wake up with that. Then Friday's got the debut of a band you saw me mention, a little bit ago. They're called It's Fine. You might remember that one. Their debut finally coming up here next Friday with No Gimmick, with Blotter Vision, Mad Dog Tannen. Ooh, fuck. This is a banger. And Lita K opening it up over at Timeout Lounge, 7 p.m. How could you not want to go there? Unless you might want to go to one of the other shows. But it's the top of my list. There you go. We also got the annual benefit from St. Jude's Children's Hospital Research Hospital, featuring Ghetto Cowgirl, Future X's Chocolate Fountain, and the Woodworks over at Last Exit Live, 8 p.m. We also got the Outlaw Mariachi with Mike and the Molotovs, another band I need to go check out when I can get out more. Yucca Tap Room, 7:30 p.m. We got Worry Club with Bummer Girl, Pleasure Cult over at the Nile Underground, 8 p.m. Phone Boy with Breakup Shoes over at the Valley Bar, 7 p.m. Israel Vibration, Roots Radio with Ross Juggy and Madman Theory at Cactus Jacks. Yes, my throat is drying or something. 9 p.m. for that. We're almost there. We got Creature Fest featuring Annie Jump Cannon. Oh, this is actually, if you're looking for an excuse to go down to Tucson, or you're already in Tucson. Yeah. Like you can also just be living in Flagstaff. But this one down in Tucson, Creature Fest featuring Annie Jump Cannon, Mastergram, King Queese, and Fuzzy Dozen over at the Groundworks down there in Tucson, 7 p.m. Plus, got Scott Klostein always streaming on Fridays, 9 p.m. We're on his Twitch. And these are at least the ones that I can find. Some venues don't have websites, some don't have the, I guess it's all complicated. But I do my best to find what I can within my taste. And of bands I've heard, some I may not have heard, and so they might not be in this list. Others may just not be my taste, and that's what makes us human. We all have a variety of awesome tastes, and that's also how you get exposed to other stuff. So listen to other people's tastes. But regardless, all these I think you will have fun at if you choose any of them. And that's what this list is for you every week, every Friday. Try and get this up for you. And yeah, so of course, as always, as I always like to say, please mask up if you're going to go out. Let's make these spaces more inclusive and just lower your chance of getting what the fuck I got, because this sucks. That's, I want to go on another tangent, but we won't. Regardless, though, have fun if you're going out to a show. Enjoy yourself. Be safe about it, of course. And yeah, until next week, take care.